Hello again. So this is the second time, and should have been the first time probably, second time doing a video today. Yesterday, or prior to this, I just sequenced a class on a poster board for you for tree pose. So go ahead and look at that. Later on, I'll actually create that class and in like a mini version, so maybe 30 minutes or less to see how it would feel. Of course, when I do that, you are more than welcome to hold the poses longer as you create your own sequences. Okay, today we're going through the supine or the reclined poses. Supine means on your back, prone is on your belly. So reclined poses, these are heading towards the end of our practice. Oftentimes you don't want to, I would say, I don't want to say never, but often, you rarely want to go up and down and up and down and up and down. From the floor to standing, back to your back, up to standing. It's just choppy. It doesn't create a good class. So if you do like a bridge pose and then you want to come up to tree pose, it just, that doesn't feel great. So when we get down to the floor, after we take seated poses, we do a few of those. Remember, seated poses. Keep your spine nice and long and strong as you do your seated poses. Keep breathing deep. We roll to the floor. If you have back injuries and rolling down like this doesn't feel good, or let's say for pregnancy and all of that, for prenatal yoga, they often will come down to their elbow and do a little slide down. So that's a safer way down. I typically just cue people to roll down. So feet at the top of the mat so you have space. Reach forward, tuck your chin, and roll down slowly to your back. Like that. And then from any kind of reclined position, your shoulders will be anchored to the floor for the most part, unless you're doing like sit-ups, or there's a few poses where you lift your upper body, such as if you're pulling back and doing a little sit-up like that. The four main poses I do, or the 3 to 4 things that I do to end a class or to end my personal practice is number 1, bridge pose. Bridge pose, you could do, multiple versions of this. Hands under the back. You can head up into wheel pose. I'm not going into that fully right now. I'm not super warmed up. So a back bend or heart opener of sorts. Make sure your feet point forward and knees are hip distance apart. Not flared super wide. That's not going to be so good for your knees and back. Just keep them in. And then after bridge pose, and the order of these is kind of up to you, but you've got, so you do the back bend, you can do inversion. Legs up the wall, right here. You can place a block underneath your hips or something under your hips to lift them higher if your hamstrings are tight. If you want a little height, but you don't want to get necessarily in a shoulder stand. So legs up the wall, just allowing your blood to flow down and yourself to relax. It's a great position. And these you would hold longer, like 10 breaths or so. I've also seen people take their hands up too, right above the shoulders for legs up the wall. You can use an actual wall behind your legs. Shoulder stand, you roll up onto your shoulders. Be careful on your neck. Support your low back and try to straighten out as much as you can. There's plow pose. Bend knees and roll back down. So all of those are kind of in the same category of just inversion, legs up the wall. After that, we do a twist. So you can do a double leg twist or a single leg twist across your body. I like to pick up my bottom hip, creating space and like a twist in the pelvis rather than trying to take my leg way across. It's not going to get as far. You can create more twist by picking up that bottom hip, keeping the shoulder down, this shoulder over here, hey, shoulder down, and you twist. Twist on both sides. Good for neutralizing, these twists are. And then back up to the top. To end the practice, I usually have people rock side to side, massage the lower back, grab their feet for happy baby pose, rock side to side. And then, let's see, any other poses we could do. And then we shavasana. which is just lying down. And we'll go through more Shavasana tomorrow. I'll actually talk in depth on it. Other things you could do is use a strap or hand for hamstring opening out to the side. To do reclined pigeon if you didn't do a lot of hip work, or if you did a lot of hip work and you need more stretch. Figure 4, where you grab and hold. It's always a good one. Some core work you could do lying down. You have your legs up, arms out, side to side. Inhale as you rise up, exhale as you go to the side. So if you want to do some of those twists. Oh, we got fish pose. This is a back bend option. So yeah, back bend inversion, a twist, a hip opening, and then you should be good and rested. Again, it depends on what you did for your peak pose. So you might want to choose some more lying down postures that help refresh your body after you've worked really hard. So that is just up to you. So that's all for today's lesson. There's not much more coming up with sequencing, but we're going to keep working on those sequences. And I'm going to take each of your peak poses that you're working on or what you'd like to see and create more of those poster examples where we map it out, called sequence mapping. Sure, we can call it that. And yeah, have a super awesome Tuesday. I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye.